Well, hello. It is me, Jude Avery, with you at Xmas. Thank you, Camilla Cavale. Now, as I've said, it is our special Christmas episode, and I like to do something very extravagant because it is also the last episode of the year. So I have with me Point Nemo. Sound a bit more enthusiastic. That's what I like to hear. And as it's a special episode, we have decided to design some gingerbread men. So I'm going to pass these down to you, and we can start designing.
The red one.
The red.
They're arguing over which ones. But lads, so I need to ask you. I just need to ask you this question first. I need you to introduce yourselves to the public. So we have
Harvey,
John,
Charlie,
Ben,
Shay.
Thank you for introducing yourself to the public. Now,
I'm so panicked.
where did the name Point Nemo come from? Because I actually like this story.
Can we start?
Yes. See, he cares more about the gingerbread, but
Ben, I'll let you take this one.
Okay, so...
Can I use your red while you're talking?
I want to use the red. I've not had one yet.
So,
I haven't got one yet.
Point Nemo was one of the many bands that me and Shay had back in college?
school.
Was Point Nemo in school?
Maybe.
We're at uni.
Then, went to uni. Did some other side projects, what do we call it?
Citrus,
sent to Coventry.
Oh!
You
I
jolted me.
like Citrus.
Citrus was cool.
I love Citrus. Remember, you have to remember, Citrus was the show that won Phoenix Radio the best contribution to the region. So
Well, what can we
you
say?
can always have that humble brag.
With the best contributors.
Quickly,
Yeah.
can I have a different colour because I'm doing something specific?
Alright, go on.
See, I love how it's like asking the question, but you also want to get your fingers on.
But yeah, so Citrus ended, and then I messaged Shay and Harvey about starting a new band, and then we got Charlie and John on it, and we've been Point Nemo ever since.
That's fantastic. That's very
It went
nice.
through a few name changes first
What are the
until
name
we
changes?
landed on. We can't say for copyright reasons.
Okay, that's fair enough.
We'll say copyright reasons.
So, in the band, who plays what instrument? Are you kind of ambidextrous with instruments, or do you have a main one?
I play the heartstrings.
I play bass.
Oh,
and
God.
I sometimes do backing vocals when my beautiful chords are required.
Oh.
I'm electric guitar.
I was really expecting someone else to hop on that. I felt like really awkward silence.
So you play the electric guitar, you use your harmonious vocals, and
play the bass.
he plays le
I
bass.
fiddle with my pedals as well sometimes, just for fun.
Charlie, what do you play?
I play keys, saxophone, and I do the backing vocals.
Lovely.
I'm a lead vocalist and occasionally rhythm guitarist.
Damn right, rhythm.
I play the drums.
Nice.
It's the only instrument.
Oh,
All these
Christ.
ones play more than one. I'm just.
What,
sat at the back
wait,
of the
more than
room.
one. Okay, I want to hear the more than one club.
Well, I play drums and
Hold
guitar, but not in the band.
Okay, how about yourself?
I can play a bit of piano, which he's not going to like. Bass.
Okay.
If he says he can play piano, then I can play piano.
Oh, okay.
Same, and I'd like to put my name in that room.
If we were counting that, mate.
Then he can play guitar, he's fucking virtuoso.
So, I can play guitar, I
Toes
can play
and fingers,
bass, I
toes
can
and
play
fingers,
piano,
toes and
I can play saxophone,
John.
I can play
Okay, right,
recorder,
actually,
I can play
Yeah.
ukulele, I sing, what else? I do synth, I produce some of our stuff
That's
as
not an
well.
instrument.
Yeah.
That's
It kind of is.
Well, then I produce some of our stuff as well. Like,
Well, can I just say I
Very
can play
animated
the
conversation.
piano, drums, clarinet, and bass. So I'm kind
Wee.
of that guy. But with your band, what kind of genre would you put your band into? Is it kind of a grunge, indie, rock, acoustic?
I'd say the direction we're going now it's kind of grungy, but take that very lightly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's alternative rock based within a post-punk structure.
Okay.
It's a long way of wording it, but
Yeah.
a good way,
So we're massively influenced by bands like Wonder Horse and Fontaine's DC.
Yeah.
And so this kind of leads us to this sort of rocky post-punk thing. So some of the other stuff leads towards more indie pop stuff,
Okay.
but some of it leads a bit more down the alternative sort of post-punk.
That's very wonderful. I like hearing the different ways that you got the band together and all the different genres that you have. Now, as it is a Christmas episode, I need to ask some Christmassy questions.
Can I have the red, please?
So, what do you guys like to do during Christmas?
My favourite part about Christmas. Now, I don't know if anyone's
done.
gonna agree with me, but
You'll get it. You'll get it. in
my
a second.
favourite
Yeah.
part of Christmas is the Christmas Day nap. You have so.
No.
Are you are you Christmas lunch or Christmas like afternoon dinner? Sort of
I
thing?
am someone, so after Christmas dinner, my whole family will just conk out and I'll just be kind of sat there just like this. My dad will just go, it'll be gone on the sofa.
Yeah.
My mum will also be asleep on the sofa.
All right. Well, okay. When you're back in school, what kind of things did you do around Christmas time in school? Did you do like the little daisy chains and things like that?
No.
Really?
Yeah, I don't remember doing much for Christmas.
There was Christmas dinner.
We
but
just
it was
watched a
always-
lot of films.
Yeah.
Your schools were boring. You didn't have like you didn't make the little chains and the little cracky biscuits.
Kris
No.
Kringles.
Yes.
What?
Yeah,
What is
yeah,
that?
Chris Singles. Chris Singles.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
the
like-
orange
yeah,
thing
yeah,
with
yeah.
the candle on it.
Yeah.
No, that wasn't for Christmas. That was for Harvest thing.
No.
It was
We
like
had
it was
that.
like
We
it's
had that
like
for
what it was.
Harvest.
It was like this. It was
Yeah, but
like
you're from Suffolk. Harvest is like the most important holiday
Yeah,
of the
they
year.
went crazy. I remember in primary school we got given an orange.
Did you ever have people come in bringing their prize-winning marrows?
No.
Sorry.
No.
We used to have
Hold
people
on,
come in
hold
with
on,
like
hold on.
marrows that were like this big.
How's this Christmas related?
yeah.
That's Harvest,
We're from a
man.
different part of the country.
So you guys never
from the
even.
north.
Granddad had three
For
big-
me, all I remember is just watching
onion
films.
trophies on his
Wow,
mantelpiece.
like we went all out at our school. We
You
made
can-
chains. We had our nativity plays
Yeah, we
and
put
all
them
of
in
that
the
stuff. You man missed out.
One year, there wasn't a role for me in the Christmas play, so I was a harp.
That
And
is
every
sad.
time there was a new scene, there'd be some background music. I just had to pretend I was playing.
We
the harp.
had-
Hey,
we
John,
had-
That was it.
We had to do a Christmas like nativity thing, but in French, and I was Joseph.
We had a
That
Christmas
sounds
around
so-
the world
Point
thing
Nemo.
once.
Oh,
Wait,
that's like
what?
We had like a Christmas play that was like Christmas around the world, and there was like all the songs. There was like one in Australia where he was on a surfboard with a cricket bat. One in France
And I have orange,
where
my buttery
like
friends.
That's so random.
that's all I
That is
remember.
that is very random. Okay, what's your favourite Christmas song?
Step into Christmas, Elton
No.
John.
The Pogues one. What's it called?
Fairy Tale of New York,
That's
the
one.
best
I've heard
Christmas
that's a lot
song.
of people's favourite
That's
song.
the best one by a mile.
It is.
I had like a really strong Pogues phase last year. It
Or-
was crazy.
Driving Home for Christmas is a
That's a
solid
good
one.
one.
Oh, that is a good one.
See, I
Shakin' Stevens.
Driving home.
do you know Slade?
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Not
basically,
personally.
well, my auntie went to school with them because the pub by my house is where they used to perform and things like that. So there's the blue plaque there. Apparently, there's a pub opposite that they get kicked out of a lot, so they go to that pub
Whoa.
and that's how they started to write all their songs together. But what is also the best Christmas memory that you have?
Right now, making
That's
gingerbread man.
That is
Last Christmas I went to the
really
pub with my
sad.
dad when everyone else was sort of like tidying up after dinner. That was quite good.
that's fantastic.
Yeah.
This doesn't sound like a good memory, but it kind of was.
Yeah.
So the night before Christmas Eve, some may call it.
Yeah.
So we were having my.
Some may call it.
It may also be known in other parts of the world. I was going to call it the night before Christmas Day, and then I was like, well, that just
What?
sounds too poetic.
Yeah.
So the night
Give us this.
Christmas Eve. Yeah, sure, I'm done. My nan's dog managed to eat all of my nan's cherry liqueur chocolate. My nan was like, "Oh, it's dark chocolate. It'll be fine."
It's got the most chocolate in it.
So then we're like having Christmas dinner. This dog wanders in. My mum's like redecorated. It's the first Christmas. This dog comes in on my mum's lovely new cream carpet
Oh my
and
gosh.
just chunders up this dark red vomit.
Did you eat it?
Did he eat it?
He tried to, but we did stop him.
Gone
We
for
did stop him.
seconds.
But we had that stain there. I think we still have it today
Oh my god.
because
Whoa.
you can't get it out, man.
That is wild.
I
But
think-
that dog recently passed away, and I'm gonna go home, and at
Okay.
Christmas it's gonna remind me of him.
I think my favourite. It's not really a memory.
Can I
It's
have the
just,
yellow back?
In a minute.
at Christmas time,
Yeah.
my mum, she cooks the turkey overnight, and when I can't, there's this really distinct smell when I come down in the morning of like how she's cooked the turkey, and it's only once a year I ever smell it, and as soon as you smell it, you're like, okay, yeah, it's go time, baby.
Yours is like
Christmas
nice.
Day.
Mine went to the pub.
Christmas Day in my house is absolutely chaotic because I have the Christmas Day with one side of the family, and then we have leftovers the next day, Then after that, the Christmas Day with the other side of my family, and then leftovers again. So I'm practically absolutely voluptuous by the end of it. But I feel like we could potentially show the camera what we have made.
Nah, I
Yes.
need more yellow. I need more yellow.
I'm
Sorry,
I'm
Chuck.
really excited to share mine.
Mine is an absolute horror show.
So
Would you like more?
I have
I
done.
need it.
You ready for this? I
Let's
have
have a
done gingerbread shearing.
Oh,
That
let's
is
see.
so
let's
good.
see.
That's so good.
I've put divide, X, plus,
Oh my
and
God.
subtract.
That
and
is
then I've written
good.
ITSC.
That is good.
This is where we get sued by Ed
Yeah.
Sheeran.
Or he designs them for
How
next year.
sick is that? Gingerbread shearing, yeah?
That's clever.
John, where'd the head of yours go?
Well,
Can I eat it now?
those
there's a
smart,
purpose.
those smart among you will notice that that's our logo. Yeah?
One more
Oh,
time for
that's
the camera.
And the
cute.
top of the logo
This is
came
good.
there.
Harv, you're taking
Sorry,
away
sorry,
from this
sorry.
moment.
Try
Like,
again,
John's
try
probably done the best one.
again. Go again.
It's our logo, and he's in a suit for some reason, but it says PN for Point Nemo, but he's missing the top of his head because our top of our logo don't have a head.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay. Charlie, go ahead.
So it was
Yeah.
meant to be 10 toenails Terry, but
Well,
these three have sort of moulded into Walton, so he's now 8 toenails Terry.
okay. Ben.
I was trying to go for Gingy from Shrek and then forgot exactly what he looked like.
Google
just
is free, you know.
kind of improvised
He
it.
ain't got hair.
There we go.
I was going for no one in particular. I just gave him a tie.
Nice.
I've just had such a fun time doing this.
Nice. And mine is an absolute horror show. As if you followed me for long, you
It's
know.
not bad.
His smile comes down
Don't be
here.
patronised. It's terrible.
No, I'm not being patronised.
It's terrible, mate.
What would you rather us say? It's awful.
Yeah.
Alright, it's absolutely awful.
Thank you.
Shout out to Chuck's girlfriend Molly
Yeah.
for making the gingerbread.
100%.
They are amazing.
As you start chomping into them, I hear you are about to perform a song. This is actually a Jude Interviews first, so this is fantastic. And it's the first time I have had a live performance since Phoenix Radio Unplugged. So which song are you going to start off with?
I believe we're going to start off with Silk.
So without further ado, I introduce Point Nemo as a Jude Interviews first with their song Silk. I hope you enjoy.
Merry Christmas.
Sleep. That's what I should have done. Were you just an illusion coming to save me from my mind? Just breathe, 'cause you're not the only one. Oh, were you really anyone? Save me from my mind. Now I have seen your silk. On my mind was the light in her eyes. She was wearing nothing but silk. And I told her, remember my hands on your waist and how they felt like silk. And I held myself back, what we had wasn't bad, but I had to let go of your silk. I let go of yours. 2 weeks passed and the thought of you ain't budging. I'm a mess right now. Maybe it's nothing, but I reminisce about you all the time. But I lay my cards down now. I miss you, it's late, but believe me, babe, I'm sorry. Why's this romanticized? There's a burn of a drink, I can suicide, I think I see yourself. On my mind was the light in her eyes. She was wearing nothing but silk. And I told her, remember my hands on your waist and how it feels like silk. And I held myself back, what we had wasn't bad, but I had to let go of your silk. I let go of yours. time. You swore you'd never, ever, ever took off your disguise before that night, and I regretted coming into your life. Cause I knew right there my mistake was when I took her for yourself. I took her for yourself. On my mind was a lion in her eyes. She was wearing nothing but silk. And I told her, remember my hands on your waist. Oh God, it feels like silk. And I held myself back, what we had wasn't that. But I know I let go with your silk. I let go with your.
Now that is what I call a performance from Point Nemo. Lads, how did you feel about that?
Pretty good, pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good?
Went great, yeah.
That's fantastic to hear. Now,
think it went well.
good. Okay, so the first question I have to ask you is, was that song an original? And just tell me a bit about the song. Who wants to,
Who wants the mic?
Who wants to raise
Go
the
on.
floor?
Harvey, go on.
Yes, that was an original. Me and Harvey wrote that in my bedroom last year.
That's good. That's
Yep,
good.
yep. We wrote like the fingerpicky start, and then he burst into my room going, "Play that again, play that again."
What were the original lyrics?
Oh,
there you go. Go for it.
All right, we have original lyrics here. Let's
So when we were writing it, John was playing it, and I kept saying, "Oh, it needs just like a one word, like huh." And we were sitting there, and then the original lyrics were milk.
milk.
So instead of silk, I was going milk, and then me and John were like, "No, we can't do that."
Wait, hold on. Where on earth did milk come from? Like
Cow.
Very true.
I don't know. It was just like the one word, and the milk was the first thing that came to my head. I must have really wanted milk.
That's a very good. And I actually have a confession. I actually love milk is one of my favorite drinks. Love milk. Love milk. Oh, that's not a microphone.
That's not the microphone, but I'll show your hand.
Here you go.
Do you also like a cold glass of milk?
I love a cold glass of milk.
Ben? Hates milk.
Why
He
do you
thinks
hate
I'm a
milk? Okay,
psychopath.
I need to pass the mic. What is your problem with milk? Milk is one of the greatest things you can have.
I like milk. I don't. Milk is great flavored. Like, it's great in cereal. It's great in milkshakes. Great in coffee. Milk on its own is just a bit evil.
What do you mean? He's putting his hand up like he's in school.
Milk is very overrated.
Excuse me?
The only time milk, if milk was a superhero, it would be Robin.
Wow.
So real.
Wow.
Milk is like, you know, when you're playing football in the play area, it's this thing that always gets picked last.
Like me in
And
football.
yeah, well, you know, not all of us, Jude. I was always picked first, actually.
Oh, look at you. Look at you.
You know what? The
It
other day
is.
he got rung by the Futsal Society saying, "We need a backup goalkeeper. Can you come in?" And he did.
Did you win? Or did you lose miserably?
It was training.
Training.
You were backup goalkeeper at training. What are you doing, man?
Is that where there's an L in your name? There's three. All right. So, after performing in the football game to performing on stage, what does performing mean to you guys?
That was a great segue.
Yeah.
Performing's quite important to us.
Mm.
I think we're currently at a stage where you can get carried away with performing. Like, we've been gigging quite a lot. Not that much, but it's difficult when we, you know, us four are here in Cov, Shay is up in Nottingham, and just like that means that you know, performing once or twice a month does get quite difficult. But performing in general, we love it, man.
That's
You know?
fantastic. And as it is December, I know in November on the 2nd you actually did perform in Birmingham. And unfortunately, because of insufficient funds, as Jennifer Hudson would say, I couldn't go. But I managed to see lots of different clips online. So what was it like to be performing? Was it at the Rainbow Club?
Yes.
How was it? Because I've been there and it's like the atmosphere is really nice. So how was it to be performing there?
Genuinely, the Rainbow is such like a cool venue to play at. The whole kind of atmosphere there is like really good.
Yeah.
you have to like go down the stairs and you're in the basement, and it's like, whoa, what are we doing down here? But overall, I thought it was quite a success. We had a little team meeting afterwards, and we were all like, yeah, it was pretty good. It was pretty good.
Shout out to our supports on that as well. So we had Mad Things. Mad Things and
they really reminded me of Wonder Horse. Really
Yeah.
good band, by the way, Wonder Horse.
Wonder Horse. Shout out Wonder Horse. Shout out Mad Things. They were really good. And Nandini Nayar, really good as well. She's also Cov Uni. So got to shout out the fam, you know.
Cov Uni, Cov.
I'd like to clarify, I'm not from Nottingham. I'm from Derby. Thank you, Charlie. Just needed to put that in there.
Yeah. So obviously, we're sort of quite spread out. I'm from Exeter. John and Harv from Suffolk, and Ben and Shay are both from Derby. But Shay lives in Nottingham and goes to Nottingham Trent University.
So you've kind of so you
Okay,
I don't live in Nottingham. I still live in Derby. I just go to Notts Trent.
We do have fans from our ends, but this is the weird thing.
Yeah.
Our Spotify monthly listeners, the majority of them are from Denver.
Denver.
Yeah.
Colorado.
Denver.
We have a lot of like an American-based. I'm not gonna say following, but like we've got a lot of listeners in America at the moment, and I don't know why.
That's actually quite fantastic.
Yeah, I think it's really interesting, because obviously, for people in bands like 20 years ago, without stuff like Spotify, this is the first song that we sort of like taken seriously, put on distribution early doors and stuff like that, and just doing that, we got put on Spotify release radar.
That's
which is probably a big contributor of why we have so many American listeners. And it also goes to show that like we have such an international reach even wherever we are.
Yeah.
So it's a really good opportunity, and we really, really appreciate that we live in a time where that is possible.
And it's even more fantastic as well because I know that you got supported by BBC Introducing. So does anyone want to say how that felt to get the email?
That was great. I remember, I think you,
day,
yeah, you. I think I was with you, or you called me or something.
Yeah, I called you.
And it was just like, Ben, look at the email, look at the email. Went on the email. Like, BBC Introducing. Like, is this real?
It's funny because we applied when we were Citrus before Shay joined, and this is like we refer to Babadee as sort of our mum song, you know, the song you use to introduce your mum into, you know, you got your favorite band, and this is that's their mum song.
Some mums.
Shout out to all the mums. It's especially mums in Denver. We love you.
So like I said, the songs for moms, the songs for everybody. You've got your supporters in Denver. Who is your biggest personal supporter?
Shay's mum.
Oh, yeah. My parents. They've been to every single gig so far. Literally. Big up Julie, Trevor, you know. My sister still hasn't been to one. Freya, if you're watching this, come to the next gig.
A second one would probably be Harry George DeLemos, 7W2. We live with him. He's just down the hall right now, and he's probably heard us call Shay's parents the best fans, and he's probably sitting there.
Hey, I have
He's been to nearly like every one.
Molly, my girlfriend Molly. She's not only a big supporter of me, but of the boys as well. She's come to every gig. We've only just managed to start getting her on the guest list. And then Harry, Harvey and John's girlfriend. and then our families. I think there is a lot of support and love going around, especially for the band, which is great.
Fantastic. Now, as it's coming to the end of 2024, what are your plans for 2025?
Well, we have a lot of plans. We've got
This is our year.
Yeah, this is 2025. Genuinely, will be our year. By Christmas next year, we'll be a household
I
name.
want to see you on Jules Holland's annual Hootenanny for
can't wait.
2025. But as you've mentioned your new song, I also want to mention Babadee, which you are going to close the show out with in a second. So a little quick fire thing. One word. How would you describe the song?
Catchy. I'll say catchy.
I'd say one thing that really makes it good is saxophone. There you go. There you go,
It's not the
Chuck.
question.
If that's his one word, what's yours, Harvey?
Summer.
Ooh,
Lyrics or lack thereof.
I'll take that. I'll take that. But I forgot about Charlie. Sorry.
Happens often.
Fungus.
Fungus. Okay. I'll take that.
Ivy. Let's call it ivy.
Ivy.
Yeah.
Okay, I will.
It's the first when we first started doing it and when we recorded it. I think we got into a space with it because it's a little bit of a departure from the stuff that we do. Like I said, it's our mum's song. It's a song that we want people to introduce themselves to us with.
Yeah.
And I think now that it's been going around and seeing the reception from people, it's really grown on me. And I think the rest of the band can sort of agree with that.
That is very wonderful to hear. And you are going to perform this song, like I said, to close the show. And to everybody watching, thank you so much for watching Jude Interviews Season 2 for 2024. It's been an absolute blast. Thank you to everyone who's helped out with this year. You've been an absolute blast. You've been absolutely amazing. And just thank you to everyone who's been watching, obviously. I think I've already said that. And if you want to appear on the next season of Jude Interviews, hit me up on Instagram or TikTok or whatever you use. And if you have my phone number somehow, do it there. But these guys, that was adorable. But thank you so much for watching. And to close Jude Interviews out, here is Babadee by Point Nemo. Thank you so much for watching.
Fine, I was living in a city. At a party, everybody's looking crazy, but I don't feel a thing. I saw you smiling and you standing in the corner. The nights are creeping in, but the days are getting shorter, so let me take the lead. Finally reach a place where you can see the city life is not for me. For yourself, it's been a long ride to get to me, but it's not worth it. Take my hand, we'll take a long ride out of here. We gotta get away from here. The night bus is good, I hear, to escape our fears. And we wanna sing Babadee, babadum, babadabba, babadee, babadabba, babadum. I don't feel a thing. So when you're out there and you're living in the city, keep your head on. Everybody is so crazy, but you won't feel a thing. Go to a place we can finally reach a place where you can see the city life is not for me. For yourself, it's been a long ride to get to me, but it's not worth it. Take my hand, we'll take a long ride out of here. We gotta get away from here. The night bus is good to escape our fear. Get away from Babadee, babadum, babadabba, babadee, babadabba, babadum. I don't feel a thing. Babadee, babadum, babadabba, babadee, babadabba, babadum. I don't feel a thing. And we'll get away from